Fade in exterior. A caption reads, Olsoth Island, the planet Matar. The palace of Holden's uncle, the Emperor Uranus, Karamis, Gathene X. Fade in interior. A bedroom suite inside the palace. In the darkened and candlelit chamber, filled with tapestries and latticework in maroon and deep amber, a couple make love atop a cushion of finely embroidered quilting. At this point, they are unfamiliar, but are Ciaran Karamis Raal, Holden's cousin, and Volodia Jonas, Holden's house synome. Both are sweaty as Folia bites her lip and winces, prone underneath Ciaran. She whimpers softly in time to his guttural intonations. As the act ends, the two separate in the afterglow. Ciaran rolls onto his back beside her, while she remains facing downward. Her emotions are clearly confused, and her positive response to his sexuality and prowess is contradicted by an oblique sense of shame based in her own unwitting objectification and the repeated bending of social mores regarding Sothian Sinam caste relations.
Fetch me some wine, will you?
It's right where you left it, on the mantel.
Get it for me.
As you will.
Folia rises, ensconcing her form in a blanket. She moves to the mantel, mere feet from Ciaran's semi-nude body.
Here.
He grasps the glass and gulps down most of it greedily. She looks on as if a spectator.
You know, I'm almost dreading the return trip home to Kritos.
Folia stands folding clothing and straightening up the chamber. She nods acquiescence to his opinions.
It's so pleasant here. So removed from the endless barrage of news, the doddering antics of the Eltherian Assembly, and the latest insurrectionist violence.
Ciaran suddenly grabs her about the waist and pulls her close.
But you know what I hate most about Kritos, Folia?
Ciaran?
I hate that I can't have you whenever I want. Bitch.
She half smiles at his enamored statement, excited yet somehow concerned at the prospect.
You see me plenty.
Yes, but it's so much nicer without my dear cousin and that stodgy teacher of his scowling at me for the length of my stay at the estate of Ancion.
Master Holden is a good man.
Good is such a relative term, don't you think? I prefer to think of him as narrow. That is the reason our uncle tests him now, and I bask in the resplendent light of the imperial visage.
Nevertheless, he is a good master.
An innocuous claim to fame if ever there was one. Frankly, I don't know how you can stand it in that house when I'm not there.
It is my place.
Ciaran pulls her to him in the middle of his next statement and attempts to undo what dressing she has accomplished.
Quite. But truly, you belong underneath me without all of this frilly nonsense. Come, let's go again.
Ciaran, the Emperor's luncheon, there's no time.
As she protests, a gentle knocking from without grows louder.
What's that?
The knocking repeats.
Who is it?
Master Ciaran, it's I, the Emperor's Chancellor.
Glyconus? Wait just a moment. Make yourself decent, girl.
She readjusts her couture and moves away. Ciaran flings the door open half-dressed. Glyconus is a nagar, a species of bipedal reptile.
Chancellor, how can I help you on this grand morning?
For the intrusion, my lord, but the matter we spoke of, your desire to be alerted to any unusual happenstances regarding your cousin, Master Holden's command, there's been, well, an incident.
Oh, really? And what might that be?
Seems the insurrectionist, His Majesty charged Master Holden to bring to justice, have, let us say, raised the stakes of the game exorbitantly so.
In what way?
Their leader, a man of thorough disrepute, I'm sure, somehow gained control of the circuit. Their demands have been repeating for the last 20 minutes on all the major channels.
And what is being done about it?
The administrators of the mainframe insist the insurrectionists have embedded a particularly nasty Nethian virus into the protocol system. I'm afraid the only way it can be fully eliminated is to shut down the entire transceiver network.
Have you informed my uncle yet?
No, my lord. I came to you first, as we arranged.
For that, you have my gratitude.
The Minister of Security, Imperial Guard Commander Tucson, in conference with the 3 other Tetrarchs, are now insisting on a harsher bent with all Sinan traders from this point forward. And since this incident occurred in the Matari Quarter, His Highness is expected to make an example of these audacious thugs.
Which means that my cousin Holden will be forced to be the instrument of Gathin's wrath.
Exactly why I came to you.
Interesting. I take it you are on your way to the throne room now?
Yes, Master Siron.
We will be along shortly.
As you will, my lord.
Oh, and thank you, Chancellor.
Certainly, my lord.
Siran escorts the Chancellor out and turns to Folia, who has been occupying herself with straightening the chamber.
Finish dressing, girl. We're off to the throne room.
Folia stops ruffling the blanket to fix her outfit. She leans over the bed with her back arched. Siran takes note of her position and emotes a wicked smirk.
Well, maybe not right away.
He closes the chamber door the rest of the way. Point of view, the chamber from the hallway. Cold cut. Scene.